Hey guys! Happy Valentine's Day! I got my hands on some new goodies that I wanted to test out as well, so I thought let me combine both a Valentine's Day look, something that I might rock for Valentine's Day, and then also kind of testing out some new products that hit the shelves kind of recently, some things and some that are like brand spanking new. And then I thought, why not also include the hairstyle that I probably will be rocking for Valentine's Day, which is kind of like that cool girl wave look. So let's go ahead and get into it. I have my skincare all done. Something that's different is I'm letting go of the eyelash extensions for a little bit. I was just noticing that my eyes needed a little bit of a rest. I was doing eyelash extensions for about a year and I was like, I need to take a little break. Anywho, I got my hands on this Nars Super Radiant Booster. It's Booster Eclat Ultimate, or Ultimate. And I don't know if it's a primer or if it's just a highlighter, but this is what the packaging looks like. Typical Nars, black, sleek, beautiful packaging. I have swatched it just to kind of see what it looks like. It's hard to tell whether it's a primer or what, but you know, I'm going to go ahead and slap it all over my face. Why not? Let's try this much. I know that looks like a lot. Oh, this is really pretty, guys. This is really pretty. It's interesting on the nose. It's like kind of, wow, it's kind of cracking on the nose. But look at that glow. Oh, hey. Oh, hey, girl, hey. And I know I've been kind of MIA on YouTube. My apologies. I'm sorry. I've just been busy with work and stuff. But anywho, I picked up a sample of this. I did not buy it because I'm a little bit on the fence. One, for the colors, but two, also because it's kind of matte, but I wanted to share it with you guys. I love Chanel's foundations. I have always tried the Aqua Lumiere. I've tried even the Tinted moisturizer, which is the Le Beige, I believe. But you know, the shade range is so limited that I never could quite fit into the Chanel foundations. They always showed up a little too pink or a little too orange almost. And they would always give like a weird cast, especially around my mouth area, which I don't like, you know, and I'm sure a lot of you who share the same skin tone as me or who are deeper never could really enjoy the Chanel foundation line. But they came out with a ton of new shades. Let me see, actually. Let's see on Nordstrom.com. Yes, so it's called the Chanel Ultra Le Teint. I'm not French. I don't speak French. My apologies. It's Ultra Wear All Day Comfort Flawless Finish Foundation. That is a mouthful. It's $60. Comes in, let's see, how many shades? Oh, a lot of shades. There is a color called BR172. Like, it's beautiful and it's amazing because they're finally catering to ladies, men, whoever, people with deeper skin tones. I mean, it's amazing. What's also cool is not only have they expanded their range for like deeper skin tones, but they've also come up with in-between shades. So now instead of having like 20, 30, 40, there's now 41, there's 32, like there's different shades. It's beautiful. I was so excited when I heard about that. But I didn't want to go ahead and jump the gun and buy it because I didn't know if it would work out for me. One, again, because of the skin color, or not the skin color, because of the color match, I wasn't sure. And then two, because of the ultra wear, it kind of scares me a little bit because of the dry skin that I have. But I got a little sample size for us to try out, and I'm trying out BD41. So I'm gonna go ahead and I have tried this, not this color, but I tried a different shade on my mother-in-law just a few days ago, and a little bit goes a long way, ladies and gents. Like, it is pretty full coverage, and you know me, I don't do full coverage, so I'm a little apprehensive of putting so much and dotting it all over my face. Let's put a little bit on the nose. Just gotta cover the nose a little bit. And I'm going to take my booty blender and I'm going to beat my face. Oh, it's not bad. The shade range is, that shade match is not bad. I'm gonna do half with the booty blender, and then I'm gonna do the other half with a brush and see how it's different or if it lays the same. Wow, that's really pretty. And I think on those little blemish spots, I might actually, I'm just gonna take a beauty blend on my nose because it's a little dry after taking that, the Nars Super Radiant Booster. That's what it's called. Wow, that's so pretty though, isn't it? I think I might put a little bit more on. I know, it's like, what? Bushra, really? You're gonna put more on? Oh, interesting. Wow, this color. And just a recap, for those of you who don't know, I do go a shade lighter, just a tad bit lighter than my natural skin tone on my face because I like to bronze up quite a bit. I do like full bronzer powder, cream bronzer powder, you know, the full gamut. All right, I'm gonna take my Bobbi Brown brush. I'm gonna test this out on this side. Well, that goes really nicely with the brush. I kind of like the way the brush is applying it a little bit better. Wow, this is making me look real washed out. I'm gonna do a little bit more. Let's see here. I'm gonna put it on some spots here. Wow, that's really nice though. It is definitely more matte than I would prefer, but I'm not hating it. I'm not too mad at it. It's matte but not flat. Very impressed, Chanel. Very impressed. It's definitely a little fair, but we'll fix that. All right, for concealer, I'm gonna go in with my trusty duo over here. I'm gonna do my medium 1.5 and medium 1. This foundation is just a tad bit light. Yeah, it's giving me a little bit like a dark cast right here. But you know, the rest of my face, like it looks flawless. I am a little bit bummed out that it's a little bit gray under right here. Ugh. Ugh. All right, well, maybe my powder will solve that problem. In person though, it doesn't look too bad. I think it's the lights that are making me look a little bit more gray. Oh yeah, that's better. Oh, that's a lot better. Yeah, so these color don't match me very well. So I have to try again. See, now I look normal. It's still gray though, isn't it? I don't know. In my monitor it looks gray. In the mirror it looks a little bit gray, but I might be just being like super like honed in on it and fixated, so I need to stop. I'm gonna move on to my powder bronzer, which is new. It's actually by Bobbi Brown. It came in, it's like a velvety box. It's very interesting. But this is the Take It to Glow Highlight and Bronzing Powder Palette. Haven't opened it, haven't swatched it. It's brand new, it's brand spanking new. And ooh, this is the packaging, BB for Bushra. And then, ooh, you get a really, you got that sheet, you can toss. You get a really nice size mirror in here. That's nice. And it's, ooh, it's crystal clear. Okay, so let me say, looking in this mirror, I look really good. Not to toot my own horn. I do see a little bit of gray here though. The foundation itself is really nice. It's the shade range. It's the shade that's not really matching me. So maybe I have to go back and try another color, but so far I really like the way my skin looks. Anyhow, sorry, I'm on a tangent. Going in, I want to try this bronzer. Oh, this bronzer right here. They made the pan a little bit small, so I'm just gonna tap it in there. Decent amount there. Oh, look at the camera, it's picking up the pink. It's not pink though. It's definitely, it's got a reddish undertone. It's definitely warming up my skin. I personally, it's still hard to tell. Let me finish putting it all over my face. I feel like I could make this almost a blush, like a nudie blush, but it is laying very nicely. It is playing well with the foundation. Oh yeah, it's a little too red. A little too red for me. Yeah, I don't know about that. And then the highlighter, this blush looks pretty. This blush looks really pretty, this one. It's like a pale pink. It's got shimmer. It's very similar to, I want to say, Nars Orgasm. It's very similar to that. And then there's one next to, on top of it, below it, whichever way you look at it. This one, it's called Guava Illuminating Bronzer Powder. These doesn't make any sense to me. So all of them are bronzing powders. Like the highlighter says bronzing powder. The bronzer says Golden Light Bronzing Powder. This blush says Belize Illuminating Bronzing Powder, and this says Guava Illuminating Bronzing Powder. I can tell you straight off the bat that these two shades will not work for deeper skin tones. And this highlighter looks promising. Actually, it's got like a little pink tint to it. Let's try it. That's pretty though. On the skin. In the pan, it didn't look so great. On is like, oh yeah. This reminds me of Becca Champagne Pop. This reminds me a lot of that. It's got a golden pinkish kind of color to it. I don't like that bronzer. Sorry, Bobbi Brown, you let me down. I think this is different than what you get in the individual pans. It like doesn't feel the same. It might be a different color. It looks like the same. It's the same name, Golden Light Bronzing Powder. But you know what? I feel a little uncomfortable with this. So I'm going to go in with my Hourglass Ambient palette, which is the Lightning Edit version. I had a fuller review on this guy, which you guys have loved. Thank you so much for all the views. I'll link this video up above me. All right, moving on. I've spent enough time on the bronzer and that. I'm gonna do my blush. All right, so the blush I have is by Charlotte Tilbury. I love Charlotte Tilbury. This is the new Pillow Talk blush, which it's beautiful. Oh my goodness. It's a very sheer wash of pink, which it's right up my alley. And already I'm glowing from that Bobbi Brown highlighter. And then this has a little bit of a shimmer, glimmer goodness in it too. So I'm really gonna be glowing. Oh, that's a beautiful blush. I love that blush so much. Oh, my cheeks look so perky and perfect. Oh my lord, it's so pretty. And I'm gonna go actually in the center, just a little tap. I'm actually gonna put it on the apples right there. Guys, I'm in heaven. You guys need to try this. It's so pretty. Oh yes, that's a keeper. All right, now for the eyes. Everyone and their mom has been trying to do like this pink palette, right? And if it wasn't for this new palette that I want to try, for Valentine's Day I was thinking I would just rock the palette again. But I found this new palette by Kat Von D, and it's called the Lolita Palette. So if you guys remember the famous lipstick that she came out with, the liquid lipstick, Lolita, this is basically to pair with that, or it's just kind of that same family of colors. And the packaging is so cute, so Valentine's Day. These colors are pigmented. Like, look at that. Those colors are so pretty too. Wow. Wow. And Kat Von D does eyeshadows really well. I'm really excited to try this one out. But before I get into the eyeshadow, I need to put an eyeshadow primer on first. I'm using the Nars Tinted Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. Heard great things about this. I wanted to try it out, so I was like, what better time and way to do so? Got this interesting packaging. Kind of reminds me of e.l.f., I'm not gonna lie. Anybody else? It is that rubber packaging that Nars uses on their blushes and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. After it sets, it gets kind of like tacky, but now it's kind of drying down and it feels really good and like really ready to put some eyeshadow on. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. So you have Promesa, Besitos, Recuerdos, Hermosura con Amor, Lolita, Corazón, and Eterno. These names are sexy. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna take Hermosura. I'm gonna take that and go into my crease. This is a really interesting color. It's definitely cool tone. It is blending out seamlessly. That is really pretty. This is a very pretty eyeshadow. I don't know how it's really going with the very warm bronzer and blush I have right now. But no, I'm not done, so maybe I should stop jumping the gun. Boom. Okay. Crease color done. All right. I'm gonna go. These are really cool tone, kind of like this one, but they're all pretty cool tone. I think I'm gonna take this one and stick it on there. That was Con Amor. Was it? Or was it Lolita? Dang it. I think it was Lolita. It was Lolita. I'm gonna do Lolita. This palette is like really nice and everything's matte, so you're not gonna find any shimmer, but I feel like you could easily just skip the eyeshadow primer and just go in and blend it out. Blend out everything, kind of make it seamless. All right, I'm gonna take Con Amor and I'm gonna go in with this flat end of this brush and I'm just gonna go and put it on my lash line, like really close to my lash line. I think though for me, I would want to put a little bit of glitter. So I'm gonna have to find something else that I can put glitter on this, on the top. Ooh, it's coming together, I like it. Yeah, that's one thing, one qualm about this palette. There's no highlighter for your like inner corner or for your brow bone. It's kind of just the matte shades. So you're kind of limited in doing, unless you just stop here. But for me, I kind of like to have a little bit of a highlight under my brow bone. I'm just gonna go back in with that Bobbi Brown, the Bobbi Brown highlighter right here. Just highlighting underneath. That didn't do nothing. That really doesn't do much. You know what? I'm gonna go in with this Hourglass highlighter. All right, now I'm gonna get a glitter. I think I'm gonna reach into my Huda palette because I think with this eyeshadow, I'm gonna do Infatuated. I love that glitter. It's this one right here. I feel like I liked it better matte, but you know what? We're gonna roll with it. We're gonna just go with it. I ruined the look. I ruined the look. I'm gonna take that off. Okay, so the glitter did not work out very well. And this is the thing with first impressions, is like you try something and it's like, I don't know about that one. So I wiped it off on that side and I redid my eyeshadow on this side, and I actually changed it up just a slight bit because I feel like Hermosura for me, which is this shade, is a little too cool tone for this look. So I actually went in with Con Amor, which is this one, and I put that in my crease, and then for my over my lid, all over lid color, I used Lolita, and for underneath I use a mixture of both, and I actually am much happier with the way that turned out. I find like it might be a little hard for me to pull off because a lot of these colors are on the cooler end, and I tend to wear warmer eyeshadows than cooler. But for those of you who are who like cool tone colors, these are really great. I mean, there are, like I said, a little bit warmer, like Con Amor, Lolita, they're both a little bit warmer. Recuerdos is a little bit warm as well, but I think the rest are kind of cool too. I think that the colors here in this palette suit deeper skin girls. I think that this is a really nice palette. So that was Lolita on my eyelid, and now I'm going to take a little bit of both Con Amor and Lolita on this flat brush, and I'm going to just smudge out the lower lash line. Now that I look a little bit still crazy, I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera, and I'll be right back. Alright folks, so we've had some mishaps. It's been a minute since I put false lashes on. I managed to do it, but we're here. I put my brows on, I put my lashes, I did a little bit of an eyeliner. So far though, I have to say, in terms of my makeup, I like the foundation in terms of like the coverage. Like I said, I'm gonna keep coming back to it. The color's just not right, and it's a little too heavy coverage for my personal take. But considering it's Valentine's Day and we're glamming it up, I thought, meh, let's do it. And I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder, and it's okay. It's the shade. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna test out some other shades and see if maybe I have better luck with a different color. Maybe I'll feel more comfortable wearing this foundation, but as of right now, I'm not really loving the foundation. I like the formula, not the color. So anywho, moving on to lips. I have two that I've been wanting to show you guys. One is by Chanel, finally, and I had to share this. At the moment I found it, and I bought it actually just like a couple days ago. The moment I saw it, tried it on, I was like, oh my god, Chanel has finally made a nude for brown skin girls, and it's number 71. It's called Nuance, and I believe this is new. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. So I have this to try, and then Kat Von D came out with a Glimmer Veil liquid lipstick, which it makes sense now that the eyeshadow is a complete matte look, and then the lipstick, or you know, the liquid lipstick, this guy, is glittery. I tested it out at Sephora, and it's glossy, glittery, and it's a matte liquid lip. So I'm gonna do my trusted lip liner by Charlotte Tilbury, and then going in with the new Chanel lipstick. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my god. Tell me that is not perfection. Oh, this lipstick is beautiful. Why not? Shits and giggles. Let's try the Kat Von D one. I'm just curious. I might come back. But let's just try it. It's a very interesting consistency. It's kind of, I'm digging it. Ooh, I am digging this look now. Oh, it's so pretty. And it's so transfer proof. Oh, what? That's amazing. Oh, wow, I really like it. This is, ladies, gentlemen, go try this. Oh my god, this is gorgeous. We've had some bumps in the road today, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this is the thing about first impressions. You kind of roll with the punches, but it turned out really nice. I really like this look, and it's just pulled everything together. Everything looks so good. Okay, let's finish it up. I gotta wrap up and head out. Let me do my hair with you guys. This is clean, fresh hair. I'm gonna take my GHD straightener. This is the brand new one, the Platinum Plus. All right, so with the hair, I'm gonna pin it back halfway up. And I'm gonna start with the lower portion. I take my GHD straightener, tilt my head back, take it to the nape, and twist. And I kind of go in all sorts of directions. It doesn't really matter which direction you go in. I only worry about which direction I go when I get to the front. And I do curl the bottom a little bit more than the top just because by the time I am done, the weight of my hair on top kind of flattens out the bottom. But literally this hairstyle takes me just a few minutes. So that's the bottom part done on that side. And that's the bottom section done. And I like it when it's kind of broken up. Let's move on because I'm running behind. And while it's still warm, I pull out the curls, for my hair at least. If a curl doesn't stay in your guys' hair, let it be, let it cool down, and then you can comb through it. But for me, a curl stays pretty well. And I don't want that curl like that. You know, I want loose tousled curls. Alright, now comes the tricky part, is the back. Alright, well, that's kind of on the side. Again, not perfect, that's fine. I'm gonna pin this to the other side, and then take this chunk and work with that. So. Now I find my parting, pretty close, doesn't have to be exact. I pick one side, I'm gonna do this side first, the right side. I'm gonna take smaller sections now. And then I'm gonna go this side. And you see how I'm kind of like loosening it? I'm not like super tight. If I did it super tight, my hair would give me a curly Q kind of curl, and I don't want that. All right, so that's all my hair curled. Now I'm gonna take my most favorite beloved product. It's by Oribe. It's the dry texturizing spray. This stuff, it helps not only like piece out and make so much volume, and it kind of acts kind of like a dry shampoo, but it also smells divine. It smells amazing. So as you can see, I lift and then I let it drop, and then I really like to do it to the front because then it acts, like I said, a dry shampoo. Now that I've thoroughly fumigated myself, I like to zhuzh it up. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this journey. Before I let you guys go, I'm gonna do a quick recap of things that I liked, things that maybe I will try some more, maybe like test it out with other foundations or other products. So let's start with the base. Speaking of other foundations and mixing it with that, the Nars Super Radiant Booster. Love this. This is really pretty. I could see myself, I actually really want to try it out with my La Mer foundation, my Tom Ford foundation. In fact, I'm actually really interested in trying this out with my moisturizer. I'm really interested. and trying this out a little bit more, pairing it with other foundations like I said. Speaking of foundations, I've got the Chanel one on, but I think it's not the right match still. It's not too white as it is pulling up on camera, I think. Again, I think it's my lighting in here and it's nighttime, so I think that's kind of throwing things off and not giving a true representation of what it looks like on my skin right now. I feel like when I look in the mirror, it's pretty close to what I want. Again, my concern area is here. It's a little bit ashy for me. I think I want to try this foundation again, but maybe mixing 2 shades from the range because I think it's worth trying. My skin looks amazing. I love this foundation. I was a little apprehensive because it is long wearing, and long wearing tends to be a little bit drying and mattifying, but I don't feel like that. I don't know if it's the combination of that foundation and this Nars, but I am loving it. It is a bomb. Moving on to the next product that I reviewed with you guys is the Bobbi Brown palette. I feel like I could skip out on it. I do like the highlighter, especially on my nose, on my cheeks. I do like this sheen that I'm getting. Bobbi Brown is known for her bronzer and her highlighters, and it's just unfortunate that I didn't really like either. Maybe the bronzer would work for lighter skin tones. Let me know in the comments down below if you've tried that palette out, but for now, I think I'm gonna pass on that palette. So moving on to the next product that I reviewed was the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic blush. Love it. I love it. I adore it. I love everything Pillow Talk. It's great for my skin tone. I think it works really well, surprisingly, for a variety of skin tones. I have not tested it out on someone who's deeper than me. I am curious to see if this would show up on you deeper, lovely skin girls. I don't know. But for me, I really enjoy this blush. It's a keeper. I'm keeping it, never letting it go. Charlotte does amazing blushes. We all know that. Moving on to what is on my lips. I love it. I love the color. I love the fact that it's long wearing. Like, this is perfect for Valentine's Day. The color is perfect. It matches, it goes so well with the matte eyeshadow. It kind of just balances it all out because you kind of want a little bit of shimmer for Valentine's Day, and it's bam right there. I ended it up lining it with my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner just to give it a little bit more of a border. I felt like by itself it really kind of just felt like it was floating there. It's not like it didn't bleed or anything, it just didn't feel defined. The applicator is great, the product itself is great, it's long wearing, it's a beautiful color. My only qualm is when I went to try to blend in this with the lip liner, I went in with another coat of this guy and it started skipping. It started to pull off what was already on my lips. So I kind of had to like put a bunch more product on to make sure that it kind of just stuck on there. So that's one downside. Also the packaging, this lettering is see-through, so you could potentially see the product inside. Kind of wish it was fully see-through and maybe the Everlast was in black writing, so that way you could see how much product is actually left over. As far as the eyeshadows go, I really like what is on my eyes right now. If she sold these individually, I would totally buy Con Amour and Lolita. Like, these two, which is on my eyes right now, are bomb. The only reason why I didn't try these ones, I did try this one initially, as we saw through the journey, and it's a little too cool tone for me. Like, these are a little too cool tone. I'm a little worried about this one as well, and this is pretty deep. I could see myself using this for like a very faint winged eyeliner, which I think this would be beautiful as well. I like the shades, I like the blendability, I like the consistency of the shades, or the shadows. I love the way my eyes look right now. I hope she comes out with individual ones, and I'll definitely pick those up. Those two are beautiful. I could see myself wearing this again. Sorry, I skipped over one more product. The Nars Tinted Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. This looks bomb. I mean, I really like it. I would like to see how it wears because I have oilier eyelids, but so far, no creasing. I don't know if it's this or if it's the eyeshadow base. I don't know. Let's see. I'll keep testing this out. But that's all I have for you folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my little hair tutorial. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when my next video is. And let me know what you guys want to see in my next video. I'm happy to take requests. I love them. I hope you guys have a fabulous Valentine's Day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.